But so today we're going to talk about what talking about marketing is going to look like, and then what doing marketing is going to actually look like. And it does pair well with last week's too, where it's like we got to create functions and we got to create processes to overall be able to one track. Like, no marketing should ever be done without like numbers to pair with it. There's something that you have to go back to be like, how did the introduction of this marketing, material, how did that impact sales, depending on whatever you're trying to do. If you're trying to get people to show up to an event. So, but if you're not tracking anything, it really is all worth nothing. And so a lot of what we'll talk about with like talking about marketing is like a lot of these really great ideas. I watch it happen all the time. There's a million great ideas that hit the floor and they get presented to the public, but the intent isn't completely thought out. They're just a little premature. So that's kind of what all talking about marketing is doing, is like, if you have all these great ideas, but you just drop them all at the time of a hat, it doesn't have the same effect. Like, when you have those great ideas, it's even better to like be like, oh, um, I know this is gonna sound so stupid. Ready? So we got three fish tanks, right? So like as you're going through the day as a small business owner and you're like thinking about marketing things, like I would literally have like post-it notes there, right? And I'd take my post-it note and I'd be like, 12-foot shrimp dancing. I don't know. I'm a shrimp shack. Let's call it. So that's like a really good one. So we're gonna put that in the really good fish bowl. And then I would do like a stupid tagline, like today we're just shrimping around. And put that in the small. Like, okay, I'm looking for all the small things to put out on Instagram and all that kinds of stuff. But then you gotta keep the big things. But like sometimes with small business owners, and the truth is that they're just so spread thin, is they throw those ideas as they come out there instead of essentially putting them in your fish bowls, understanding their hierarchy, and then when you make a marketing strategy, whether it be once a month, quarterly. I think small businesses can truly get away with quarterly. I would sit down and do a quarterly thought process where I revisit my fish bowls. And now I can be like, okay, month one, I'm going to do this. Month two, I'm going to do this. Month three, I'm going to do that. And then spread out those really good ideas instead of like, hitting three really good ones back to back and then nothing for a while, because it's going to come in ebbs and flows. So you can't just do it all at once. So that's how you can also take talking about marketing and transform it into kind of more of your doing marketing. Because what you want to do is, like I said, you're not going to get the same you're not going to get the same effect on those big things if you do them all at the same time. People are overstimulated. Um, to get true engagement, it takes time, and people are overstimulated anyways. I think there has, like, the Facebook, the Instagram, the TikTok, the everything, it's just burnt people out on the constant notification. So if you want to really make impact, you can get on the constant so that you're with the algorithm and stuff. For, let's say if you're doing your shrimp shack, your menu every day, you know what I mean? That's a good thing to post just so people see. But it'll find its way into the algorithm. But when there is a big event or something, you really do want it to stand out. So let's see what else I've outlined. What's so funny is I'm reading my bullet points and I've kind of hit all of them, so I'm trying to find a way to. So, this is another form of marketing. Like talking about marketing, I don't love this point, but it is a good point. And I would say for any small business owner, like if you're buying courses and you're not watching them, let's say you're making investments into marketing for you to learn and you're not doing it. Stop. Like what I would advise for anybody is like, and this is something that was advice that was just given to me, is you gotta be in a do for you society. And so, like, what that means is like, I do marketing. Let me do the marketing because I'm good at it. I'm going to let you, let's say, um, I don't know, let's say you're an artist, okay? I'm going to let you do the art because the amount of time it's going to take, like, that's your expertise. If I try to draw what you're drawing, it's going to take me 10 years. It's going to take you 10 minutes. And so when you start changing a do for you, like you're going to put so much time back into your pocket because you're going to stop wasting your time trying to do things that I don't want to say is not for you because anybody can do anything, but it can be done so much more efficient. And then, hopefully all business owners are going to reinvest that into kind of their quality of life because small business owning can really be a lot sometimes. So, and there's not a lot of people to help you. A lot of these people are under strains of minimal people needing maximum hours, and there's only one, person that can do it all, and we're all human. So, hopefully, we can get that time back into. So, quit buying the marketing courses you're not going to watch anyways. And I don't say that to be mean. I say that because find someone that can answer your questions, do the work, and keep you guys both in an efficient place. That again, positive feedback cycle, that positive energy is going to grow, and both people are going to be successful because of it. Absolutely. So, um, that's what we want to stay from talking to doing. Another thing that this is a great one. I forgot I had written this down. Is perfection. And so anybody who's worked with me will understand that I have a little issue with like perfection, and it's just more of just like my graphics background and just like making sure everything's perfect. And so I have even had to slowly teach myself that genuinely reusing the resources that are there is savvier than buying something brand new and having it be absolutely perfect, even though I want it to be absolutely perfect every time. So, but now in small business, is this will be a game ender every time. People that will over prioritize um, little details in graphics and stuff will spend too much time on it and will end up losing, and that marketing will end up costing too much.